Hello. More Slay the Spire 2. Gonna be trying to go for the exhaust build again. I went for this build offline and I got pretty far. I got to Act 3. But I did not beat the boss. I died just short of it. So I still have not beaten the game yet. I'll take the Golden Pearl here. Hello, Surfcaster. Good to see you again. Just for the money. And you know what? Let's hit up the shop right away. See what I can get. Now, the reason I'm going specifically for the exhaust build and not just any build that I come across is because exhaust just seems like the most complete build I have access to with the cards that I have unlocked. Though that might not be correct. I'm not the most knowledgeable about this game. I cannot kill you this turn, so I'll apply vulnerable for next turn, and hopefully kill you here. There we go. Very good. A vulnerable potion, and already I have 2 cards that can give vulnerable. So I think I'm gonna go with Uppercut just so that I have another card that applies vulnerable. And I have a few of those. I'll get stuff to use it. Actually, let's get these 2. And I can't afford that, but I would have gotten that if I could. Let's proceed. Okay, so here, if I hit you with a weak and then defend, I believe that you will then do 6 damage, -5 for the block, and do 1 damage total. And here I'm going to block twice and then just hit you for 4. Take 1 damage, but that is fine. Uppercut and block, and I take 0. And then this turn I should kill. Indeed. Very good. And I'm not going to take any of these. Actually, this could be good, but I'm not going to take it. I don't think it fits very well with my specific build. Nothing here that I particularly want, so I'm just going to continue on. Well, I would prefer a permanent upgrade, but I guess I'll take Bone Feet just because it's the cheapest, and there were no permanent options. Alright. So you're going to deal 6 damage, and I can block it with just that. Here, let's kill you. And you get stunned because when an enemy dies, it eats it and gains 4 strength, but becomes stunned in the process. So now it's stronger. Now because it's stronger, I kind of want to apply weak I'll take 4 damage, but it is acceptable. And then hopefully here I can kill. I can, yes. Doing good so far, but it is only the first run. And I would not want any of those. You're not attacking me here. So I think what I'm going to go for is a good old Tremble and then Fist to double that to make it last longer. And I cannot use the other one, so instead of Tremble, I probably should have used Bash, but it's too late. Now you're attacking for 1. 9 times 3 is 27, so I can just kill this guy. I will take 1 damage, but it's fine, because it's 1 damage. Now you do scale very fast because you gain 5 strength every round. But you can take 1 damage here. And well, I need to deal 40. Let's apply vulnerable and see if I can deal enough damage here. No, I can't. I don't think. Well, you do deal 1 more than 2 strikes. And then I guess I'll just block for 5. I'll take 7 damage, but I will kill you next turn, hopefully. Yep. I almost actually wasn't able to because I got unlucky with my draw. Dismantle is good because I'm going to be not exhausting. This is not an exhaust build. What am I doing? No, this is a vulnerable build. I got that wrong. The vulnerable is the one I'm going to, or not exhaust. I had the title wrong. But yeah. I just fixed it though. Alright. So. Go ahead and kill you. I actually didn't know that it would kill, to be honest. That was a complete accident, but I'll take it. No way to apply vulnerable. Which is a shame, because that would have been quite useful. So I guess I can just throw a potion. And then kill. So that I don't take any more damage. Upgrade 2 random attacks. Bash Plus I'll take. Strike Plus is okay, but I don't want to remove Molten Fist, so I will do this. Although it does get randomized, so I'm a bit worried about that. Same with that. I'll get rid of the defend. So what does it mean for it to be randomized? Oh, does it just mean like the card on the stack is randomized? Or the card up for being removed is randomized? I think I'm gonna take this mantle here. No specific reason, just a vibe. Block twice and add vulnerable. 1 skill per turn. It is a shame, but I can manage. With luck, I can kill you here. And I did get luck. Didn't even need to worry about the bombs that he summoned. That is an absurd card. But I'm not going to take it. Because I'm not going for a strike build. But let it be known that this seems like an absurd card to draw. Darn it. Well, I can't block anyway, so... So this guy's gonna turn into two people. Which I then need to kill individually. This guy's gonna try to run. So let's make it so he can't. And then... I could have killed. I'm an idiot for blocking instead. But it is too late now. Not interested in any of those. Exhaust your hand, draw 10 cards as a potion. Or... Climb for 13 less max HP. Let's take Climb. I'm curious. Or Fresno Lens. Sorry, not Climb. It does mean, though, that I need to take cards that add block. Okay, so you're asleep. But I don't have anything to set up. So... Actually, I will end this turn. Specifically because I want to apply vulnerable first. Preferably as much vulnerable as possible, but I guess that'll have to do. Alright. Let's go ahead and drink the strength potion. Make you weak. So you do less damage to me. If I use Molten Fist, I don't really have to worry about applying any more vulnerable. What I do need to do is, well, I guess I don't block here, actually, because you're not attacking me. You have made me lose dexterity. Make you weak again. The 3 health that saves is going to be worth a lot less than hitting you. And you are dead. Let's go. Floor 1 done. And we take Pyre because Pyre is broken. I don't really need a clone. I don't need any of my existing cards more. Well, maybe Dismantle would be good to clone. But I think drawing an additional card is better. And let's head toward the shop. Stun to fully block. Well, I can't do that here. Maybe I should have blocked at least a little, though. "15 strength is a bit much. Hopefully I can kill with a combination of this, this, and that. Good. That was almost quite bad. I'll take Shrug It Off. I'm getting to the point where I would like another block card in my deck. Although Taunt is the better block card for my deck. I definitely want Paper Frog. And I'll take Taunt as well. Because Paper Frog makes my makes vulnerability a lot more powerful. Now I'm going toward an elite fight here. I hope that's not a bad idea. Let's do Taunt. And then kill the guy in the middle. With a final attack that I don't have. Okay. So instead I apply vulnerable to the guy in the back and end my turn. Now I can kill the guy in the middle. But focusing on him is actually a bad idea here, I think. Instead, I would like to hit this guy in the back. And kill him. Now, I do take 8 damage here, but I would have taken more if I hadn't killed him. Now here I can just kill this guy. Right, and then apply all the debuffs to him. And then next round hopefully kill him. Guess not. But I come close. And don't take any damage, so it's fine. We continue on. This guy in the front, that's a lot of damage. Also, I cannot apply debuffs to these guys. At least not for a little bit. But what I can do is not enough. But it'll have to do. And I'm gonna keep going for the guy in the front. But that might be a bad idea. I don't really care. I'd rather get one guy out of the way than split it across two. I'm getting quite low on health, though. And there's a lot of dazed in my deck. Luckily, they do get exhausted every time that I end my turn with them in my hand, but it is still worrying. I should be able to just kill this guy now, yes? Yes. Okay. Definitely want to block. And let's start getting through your artifacts so that I can start applying vulnerable to you. If I live. Which at this point is not guaranteed. Especially since I just drew all of my blocking cards and will probably not draw any this turn. Yeah. So I die here. That much is guaranteed unless I get a very good thing here. It's enough to live. Hopefully I kill next turn. And do not draw 5 days. There we go. Now that colorless card will not stay in my deck. But I am entering this fight, this elite fight, with 14 health. I am most definitely going to die here. That I am certain. If I attack you, I get an energy back. Not like it matters. You still kill me in one more turn. I should have blocked there. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. Every chance I get, I should block at when I'm this low. Because now, there is a 0% chance of me blocking for enough, and I die here. Guaranteed. Well, that was a shame. I unlocked an epoch, though. Let's see what I get. Too many beasts of imagination began to populate Prion, and things aren't simple and fun anymore. The creatures didn't make sense. The monsters don't follow logic. Maybe there needs to be one which can create, destroy, and control this mess? An entity with its own imagination and will? Let's imagine such a being. Okay, so 7 played. Okay, these are colorless cards. 25 damage, add 3 random 0 energy cards into your hand. That is kind of absurd. Especially since it doesn't say it is exhaust. At the start, although I guess it will fill up your hand very quickly. But with an exhaust build, this would go hard, because you just get random cards that you could exhaust. And at the start of your turn, gain 4 vigor. Okay. I'm not sure if any of those things are things that I'm particularly interested in, but they are interesting, that's for certain. Let's take a random rare card. Exhaust your hand. Draw a card for each card exhausted. Okay, so this is going to be an exhaust build. So let's rename the stream. Now this card is completely useless until exhausting actually does something for me. So I'm not going to use it at all until then. And hopefully in one more turn I can kill you. I can, very good. Another card that causes an exhaust. And this one doesn't exhaust itself. But I still need a card that utilizes it, like a power that does something every time I exhaust, or something of that nature. Or like the card that comes back, or the card that plays from the exhaust pile. Now unfortunately, I can't block here. I didn't get any blocking cards. Alright. Nothing about exhaust. Let's choose a random card. Evil Eye is decent for me. I'd like a bit more than that, though. I guess I'll take another Evil Eye. But again, I'd like a little better than that. Let's join forces. Always get some teamwork. Smith and upgrade. Evil Eye, I suppose. More block is always good, especially since I have nothing else that uses the exhaust yet. Oh, that was not what I meant to do. That'll work just because I got lucky, but I messed up. I thought that was a different card. I thought it was this card. Or I didn't think it was that card, but I got its effect confused with it, if that makes sense. Let's take the Elite. I think I can do it. Let's get a relic. You are asleep right now, and when I play a card, you take extra damage for the turn. Okay. Well, you're not attacking, so I might as well just apply vulnerable. My journey ends here? Yeah. Was hoping for an attacking card there, but I did not get one. That actually doesn't do anything. Can I cancel this? No. So it's too late. Then let's get rid of that. Okay, thankfully I did get Evil Eye. So it was not for nothing. But I didn't attack at all. And... I might die to this guy. I'm realizing that now. I sure hope not. But it's certainly possible. And by that I mean it looks like it might be, or it looks like that will be the case. I think I lose here. That was a very quick run. Let's see what I get here. Block, block, and block. So a blocking deck, or vulnerable, vulnerable, strength. I guess it's another vulnerable build. And I'm starting in the underdogs. Seems like it alternates or something of that nature. You will fight Waterfall Giant. I don't know what that means. It says I'm on floor 2. Which is interesting because I'm definitely on floor 1. I just started. Maybe the underdog starts you later or something? I do not know. I should have played this, but I did not. Because I am foolish. I think you would have been dead by now if I had. This is the card I was talking about earlier, though, the one that plays from the exhaust pile. I have no money, so the shop is useless. The low water potion is interesting. So I guess I'll take it. Mostly though because I didn't want to lose the max health. I don't know if I'm ever actually going to use it. I'll probably just discard it, but... let's make you vulnerable. Please actually use it. And, well, this is a good amount of damage. I think I'm going to block instead. here, though. I think if this and this... Yeah, you just kill. So that's good. Well, this could be quite interesting, but it is random. Which means it's hard, which means you cannot rely on it being good. I will take it though, just because I'm a gambling man. Another fight. Make you vulnerable. And then block. Here. You die. And probably shouldn't have done that because you did have thorns. But you die this turn, so it's fine. Your next card is played in extra time. Interesting. Let's upgrade Bully, I think. Actually, Infernal Blade might be better to upgrade. I'll upgrade Bully because it is aligned with the build. Okay, so let's block and attack the Tadpole. You're gonna gain 2 strength each round. I believe I can kill you here. I can. And let's take the thing that applies vulnerable. So I do have a couple of things that use it, and that is the build I'm going for. Or sorry, I have one thing that uses it and 2 things that give it. Let's upgrade Infernal Blade. The 0 cost random attack card is very interesting. And it's a second Bully. Alright. So. The Bully and the Strike do the same amount of damage here. Out of everything I want to duplicate, honestly, I think the Defend is the better one to do. But then again, I could just not defend. And you guys get stunned. Now you do gain strength though. But if I can kill the guy in front here, you get stunned again, so it's fine. But only if I can kill you. So let's apply vulnerable. And kill. Yeah, very good. And then you die this turn. Very nice. I just won't do the Swift Potion. Set up Strike? I'll take it. Start each combat with an additional energy. It's not a bad relic. Not bad at all. Let's do this Elite, because I'm at full health. And I'm just curious how well I'll do. The first time you reach 70 or below, you become stunned. Interesting. Well, let us start applying vulnerability stacks. Or not. Because it's already worn off. I did block for everything though, so that's good. Let's see what I get. Howl from Beyond. Not awful. Shouldn't have done that until after I applied the vulnerable. But it's too late now. You're stunned because you dropped below 70. And you're not attacking this turn. Okay. Which means, I think it's actually better to do the vulnerability first and then the strength. Because while the strength doesn't last, the vulnerability adds more. And I have infinite vulnerability. Am I winning? That is debatable. Historically, no. I have yet to win this game. Let's block for extra. It's probably a bad card to use the duplicator on, but it saves a bit of health. Let's block, and hopefully I can kill you next turn. With luck. Yeah, I think so. Maybe not. Ooh, I can if I do this, though. Doing quite well, aside from when you have to fight the crab. Crab is certainly an interesting fight. That's the one that you have to turn directions, right? I've tried that once. It did not go well. I died to it. But the gimmick of the fight wasn't that bad, honestly. Like, because usually there's one claw that is attacking for more than the other. And so you just face that way. Oh, this is actually good because this would make setup strike apply permanent strength. Because it'll add 4 and then subtract 2 at the end of the turn. Let's take another tremble. Stronger compared to other bosses? I guess that's fair. I want to rest here because I was at 50 health. Let's head to the shop and see what I get. What is steady? Gains retain. No, I'll just take the max. It is a bit of a strong boss, but honestly, there are other bosses that I have struggled more on. Vicious is really good for me here because I am applying vulnerable quite a lot. You won with every character, but have not beaten the crab yet. I have not won with any character. Some might say I'm bad at the game, and they would be right. Deal unblocked attack damage and gain strength. Well, that's a shame because I will not be able to block your attack. Could be a coincidence. Could be. You are dead. here I would like to upgrade. The question is what? Vicious might be good. It's just the only power I have. So I'll take that upgrade. I gain more card draw, more options. This is actually a pretty good general card to draw. Mask Artifact makes them take more damage from vulnerable? No. It doubles the first time you gain strength each combat. But I have Setup Strike, and so that makes the first time I play it permanently add 2 strength. Because it'll add 2, assuming that it works the same way as the 1. I haven't actually tested it, but it'll add 4 and then subtract 2. Let's apply vulnerable. And I guess just hit. This is the guy that explodes. Which I believe I died to before. I would like to, if possible, just keep stacking up vulnerability. So I am not going to block here. I will drink the regen potion though, just so that it starts taking effect sooner rather than later. Let's do Vicious, because I want that to be giving me cards. And I guess block for 5. Now Bully here is going to go crazy. Let's add more before dealing 58 in one hit. Okay. Now as long as the Steam Eruption stays above my current health, I'll be fine. Guaranteed. If not, I'll have to worry about blocking some of it. 76 plus 8. And now you're gonna explode, but it's fine. Because it should only be 30 damage, and I just tank that. Which is good, because I didn't get any blocking cards. Alright, Giant Rock is a funny one, but it is kind of bad. Play the top extra cards of your draw pile, or this turn your next attack is played an extra time. I guess 1-2 punch is probably best, especially because if you do it with Bully. Upgrade 4 cards. Honestly, I think that's the goal. I think that's the play. Definitely want to do 1-2 punch, and then I guess bash, thunderclap, and maybe just a tremble. All get upgraded. Let's head for the shop and see what they have in stock. Are you still here? How would you rate a vulnerability build? Just out of all the options. Because I think it's the best option that I have at the moment for Ironclad. but maybe I'm tripping. Because, like, technically I could go strike or something, but that just feels weaker. Or, like, I've tried a few exhaust builds, but they didn't go nearly as well as my vulnerability ones. This isn't going great. Don't like basing your builds on what's meta? You just get it on the first cards or artifacts? I mean, I do too, but just like... from what I have experienced, there are definitely some cards that are just worse. What did I get here? 16 damage? Yeah, I'll do it because it's a kill. Even though I do take a bit of damage from that. And I will go block here, because I need more blocking cards. Is what I have learned. Do you have anything regarding vulnerability? You do not. Okay, so I might just save my money here. I think I will, honestly. Although maybe I should have taken the plating one. I guess I'll just do this. Just so that I don't downgrade a card. Enemies drop 10 additional gold. Remove card? Too late now. Well, I don't have any cards that I want to get rid of. I guess maybe a regular strike, but it's not that bad. That is possibly one of the worst cards you could have picked. I really like that card. You are flying now, but... there you go. Make you get bully and one more touch more reliable. That's true. That is true. I will consider that more in the future. I do not feel good in the elite, so I'm probably going to take the unknown. Definitely want to block here, I think. Unless I can kill this dude, would I be able to? No, I don't think so. Yeah, so let's block for 8 and see what I get. Strike. Could I kill you now? Be 7 plus 12 plus 8. Be 27, so yeah, you could die now. You didn't see my HP before, you probably would have went for upgrade. It was at like 50. And in the last 2 fights, I've taken like 10 damage each fight. So, I could have seen it both ways. In my opinion, they were probably about equal, but maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm just gonna kill this guy. And honestly, I can just block after that. Made me weak. That's a shame. Thunderclap. And then, oh great, I don't have money blocking cards. Okay, maybe I should have gone for Vicious instead. Just so that I got card draw. Because that would have saved me here. I guess let's block for what I can. See what I get here. Not great, not horrible. I think I can kill here. I can, so at least there's that. What's my first potion? Glow water. I'm probably not going to use it ever, but I just didn't want to lose the max HP when I got it. It's the one that exhausts your hand and draws 10 cards. Guess I could have used that to get defense, but I forgot I had it. So, there's that. I think if I just do this, yeah, this is easy. There we go. Oh, do I go Pyre here? That could be a move. That could be the move, because upgraded it is pretty good. 2 energy each round. Or each turn, I mean. Ooh. Do I need it, though? I honestly don't think I need it. Juggling to bully is also interesting. It is interesting, that is for sure. Timing that, though, wouldn't be super convenient. Trying to think. Actually, maybe it would be. Shouldn't be that hard, because bully is free. So making it be the third wouldn't be too difficult, assuming that I have 3. I also already have card draw. What's the upgraded version of juggling? I don't remember. Makes it innate. Okay. Deal 3 damage 4 times to all enemies, or deal 10 damage, apply to vulnerable. Well, I take the vulnerable every day of the week. Because that's what my deck is built on. Starting your second turn, gain 14 block. Bit of a weirdly specific thing there, but okay. And then here, because I'm already at 70, I am going to upgrade. What do you get? 2 more damage and an extra vulnerable. Make you innate. Honestly, I think squash might be the move. Or juggling. One of the two. I'm going to take juggling, because I start with 4 energy instead of 3 each turn, or on the first turn of combat. So playing it the first turn would be better. Sucks that 1-2 punch is only this turn. If I could lead that into the next turn, that would go crazy. I might want to use the strength potion here, because this is the one. I guess I could also do this. Yeah, potion could help. You're right. You aren't vulnerable though. So Bully is a bit underwhelming here. Although I do have 2 energy to make you vulnerable. So what is the best move? Probably something to give vulnerability, like a squash, and then double it with Molten Fist. But then again, it's gonna get played twice because of 1-2 punch. I did exhaust a Tremble, but I have others. It's not upgraded, but it does still work. And Bash is also a vulnerable, and Squash is a vulnerable. Thunderclap gives 1, but it is more than 0. Probably want to start by targeting the guy in the back. So, because he does the most damage. So I think I start with a Squash. Honestly, I might go Thunderclap here. And I can do a Bully. How much does it do? 15. I don't think I did it in the most efficient way, but I don't think I did awful either. With luck, I'll be able to kill these guys this round and you will not revive. 9 damage, next attack I play costs 0, and it's free. So definitely want to do that. Go for the one that gets upgrades if you don't have a kill in general. Really? I never would have gotten that. I usually go for the guy attacking the most, but I guess that does make sense. You want to stop them from ramping. Let's see what I draw. Squash. Not terrible. I can kill with a strike and a squash here. You're upgrading though. Can I kill with a bash and a squash? I think I can because you apply vulnerable. Oh, I only have 1 energy. That's me being dumb. I thought I had more than 1 energy. Sorry, I thought I had more. I thought I had all 3 energy left, not more than 1, because I did have 2. Bash takes 2. Let's go Thunderclap, just because it attacks them all. Probably should have done 1-2 punch first instead of strike. But it's too late now. That's a lot of damage that I'm taking here. Oh my god. I should have killed the guy in the back. Hopefully, though, I can kill you guys this turn. Yes. Okay. I am very low, though, on health. Oddly smooth stone. Starts combat with 1 dexterity. Interesting. None of those were interesting for me, though. I'll go for the shop. What do you have for me? With no cards in your hand, deal 20 damage to all enemies. How often does that happen? I don't think that's very often. But maybe I'm misremembering. Especially because of the card draw. Hello? I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm gonna get rid of a normal strike here. Upon your suggestion. My day is going fine. Thank you for asking. It is going good. Thank you for the follow. At the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, take 5 damage. Well. Let's see if I can kill the guy in the back at least. My first goal is complete. Well, it's not my first goal, but thank you. Yeah, it's 30 followers. My first goal was 10. You as well. Have a good Saturday. Here, I think I want to do Vicious and apply Vulnerable. And probably just defend, honestly. I am getting low on health. Other games I play? Before this, I was playing a train game on Roblox on stream. And before that, it would go real far back. But I think before that, I was streaming... Honestly, before that, I think I was just streaming Slay the Spire 1. The favorite game? Helldivers is pretty fun, but I can't stream it. And Void Crew is pretty fun too, although I need other people to play with for that. Do you have any favorite games? I think I skipped there. A shop. I don't want another vicious. That would be too much card draw. Gold Axe is a different. Have I tried Phasmophobia? I have not tried Phasmophobia. I do know what it is, but I have not played it. Mostly because I'm not into horror. Even Outer Wilds was a bit much for me in the Bramble. I definitely take the rest before I go into the boss of the floor. Do I stream daily? I stream on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. Yeah. Have any socials? No, I do not. One fewer card each turn, or at the end of your turn take 6 damage. I think Disintegration. One fewer card can be... I do have a Discord, but I don't give it out. And I don't have an Insta or a Twitter or anything like that. No thank you. Sorry. Oh, I thought I got card draw from that, but I haven't set that up yet. Oh no. Okay, let's gain the Thorns and the Strength. Probably should have done that before, but it's too late now. Honestly, I might as well just use everything. Okay, it is good to know that Disintegration does get blocked. Let's, darn it, again, I didn't get much in terms of blocking. I appreciate the gesture, but I'm not going to join. I apologize. But I'm not a fan of joining random Discords. Or just talking with random people in Discord in general. Why? I just don't feel comfortable doing it. I think here I do that. 84 damage. That's pretty good. If I get another bully, I kill. You want to be friends with me and part of my community? Yeah, I mean, I get it, but like, I don't know. And killed. Alright. Maybe eventually I'll set up a Discord. Taking it, vulnerable enemies take additional damage. Absolutely, I take that every day of the week. Act 3. This seems absurd. I absolutely take this. Oh, all card rewards. I misread that as all cards. That's not as good as I thought it was. Oh, I might have chosen something different if I had read that correctly. Oh boy. Okay, well, too late now. Let's start juggling. And probably just start the setup. Absolutely cruelty. I'm already blocking for enough thanks to the cleat, which is 14 block at the start of second turn. Let's double vulnerable. And actually I can do it again. And I can apply even more vulnerable. And then hit you with bully for 105. Bully kind of goes hard, not gonna lie. Not gonna take any of those. But it is interesting. I think I can take 150. If I get the setup that I need. Well, I might as well just do this. But my goal is to just add vulnerable, which I'm not getting. And then bully. Okay. I failed it. But it's whatever. Nothing here that I'm particularly interested in. What about these? Each time it increases damage. Each time played at combat increases damage by 5. Interesting. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, draw a card. Well, I don't do that ever. I might just get rid of another normal strike and move on. I do appreciate the suggestion, if you are still here, Slug, to start removing those cards. It is a very good idea, especially since I have things like setup strike. I think I block here. I will end up taking 6 damage, but it shouldn't be too bad. More setup. And just block for more. Here, I think I start with the vulnerable chain. That was a bit unfortunate, but it is fine. Bully, do you kill yet? You just do? Okay, that is good. And here, I think I just defend, because I can't get through your shield anymore. Now here, you die. And that's what I'd like to see. Nothing here that I'm particularly interested in, though. Are you a mini-boss? You're not considered a mini-boss, so you probably don't have any special tricks due to your large health pool. It's probably just a big, beefy enemy. Which means I doubt you're gonna ramp. Now, I might be wrong about that. Make no mistake. But I doubt it. And so what that means for me is that I probably don't need to worry about that kind of thing. So here's the thing, right? Third attack gives me the card back, right? Is that applied yet? Yeah. So that means that I can play Bully twice if I make it the third attack turn. So first I want to apply Vulnerable. And then do that. Well, let's see what I get here. Enemy loses 10 strength this turn. Well, it's free, but it's not as good as... Well, actually it is, because if I play this, and then this, then you deal a whole lot more damage, and it's still twice. Okay, so when I said there's no gimmicks, I was wrong, apparently. As you now fly, which I actually knew because I fought this guy before, but I forgot about that. 33 damage is a lot, and I have no way of blocking. I think reducing the strength is the move here, and I just have to accept it. Luckily, you're not flying anymore, so you will take a regular amount of damage now. Double the vulnerable, and then the odds that I get Bully are about 1 in 5. Do I take those odds? I'm a gambling man. Did not get them. Did not get Bully. But it's fine, because I get it here. Never mind. Still no Bully. That's a shame. Got it here, though. Hit it 3 times in 1 turn, you think it stops flying. I think if that's the case, it'll mention it, no? Because it didn't mention that. I will take this mantle, because it will almost always be vulnerable. 50% more damage but lose 2 HP, or transform. What do you get? Not great. I'll probably remove that at the first opportunity. Cards containing strike deal 3 additional damage. Well, that is good for setup strike, but I have gotten rid of all my normal strikes. 50% more on bully would go crazy. What? Where did you see that? Oh, with the curse. It would, but I'm just, and it would go crazy. I'm just scared of self-damage. Maybe a bit too scared. Because an elite is coming up, I think the move here is rest. Although cruelty plus goes crazy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna heal, and then if I can, I'll do this at the next one. But whenever I have an opportunity to upgrade a card, cruelty is being the first one to be upgraded. If I make it through this fight anyway. Because I have to do that first. Okay, so I guess let's start juggling. And I'm considering using the cure-all for the draw, but I don't think it's worth it here. I think I just want to, well, might be worth it, because I don't have any block at the moment. Still no block, okay. Well, that's a shame. So I want bully to be my third card, or my third attack, sorry. Have I played an attack yet? No. Which means that I want to probably set up strike, tremble twice, molten fist bully. I'm glad I healed, because I think that would have killed me. I think here I just do a setup turn where I block and then anger. This is an interesting card, but I don't think it's actually good for me because I don't want these to clutter my deck. I don't want to play this either. It might just be a matter of blocking here. Weak and vulnerable. I'm more sad about the weak. Although... Okay, so here's the deal. Right? I'm gonna die. Well, actually, you have replay. Which means you actually get played 4 times. You deal 15 damage. 4 times, that's 60. So I think I actually win this. Assuming that I'm right about this being played 4 times? Yeah? Okay, so I win. There we go. I think this is not worth any of that. And this is, of course, a fight. You're gonna give me 10 status cards. That is a lot of status cards. But I can't do anything about it. Oh, okay, it's a lot of slimes. Well, at least the status cards don't do damage, but... you're dealing 16. Honestly, I'm gonna make you weak. Although that turn may not have been the one to do it, now that I'm thinking about it more. I'm an idiot for playing this at that moment. I should have done the vulnerable first. I always make this mistake. Okay. So, I finally got Bully. I would like to Vicious and then Thunderclap, or actually no, Tremble. What do I get? Okay, I get more Tremble, but I think honestly, blocking might be best. The weak wore off. A whole lot more slime. And here might be the end of my days. Unless this just happens to be a really good card. I die here. It was not a really good card. So I just die here then. That is a shame. Because I have a feeling that I could have won this fight if I had played it differently. I forgot slime, if you play it, draws a card. It doesn't matter though. I would have gotten this. Well, it was a good run. Got pretty far. Got almost all the way to the Act 3 boss. But... not quite. Death is whimsical today. Well, I could run back Ironclad. I kind of want to do the Silent, though. So let's change the stream title and then start with the Silent. One or two colorless, or a card pack, or a random rare card. Let's take the rare card. What was that? 10 damage to all enemies. Repeat this effect for each enemy killed. So that's good against fights where there are enemies of various health pools. Let's head for the shop and see what I can buy. I don't remember what this dude gimmick is. I believe it's weak, or is it poison? It's one of the two, but I cannot remember. And that's assuming that it's the same as in the first game. And then you should die next turn unless you block for like a stupid amount. Or unless I get literally nothing but blocking cards, you know. Unless that happens. When you would die, instead this potion is discarded and you heal to 30% of your max HP. Yo, imagine if I had that in the last fight. I would have won. That's crazy. Sly. It's discarded before the end of your turn. Play it for free. So if I target this with a discard, it'll play. That's interesting. I suppose I go for a discard build then? Mayhaps? I do already have a card that can do that. None of these though. Oh yeah, it's this one. So if I do this and play that, yeah. So it just gets used. Okay. Very good. And then unfortunately, I don't think this would kill. Yeah, it won't. It's 2 damage short. So I'm gonna block instead. I didn't need to block twice, did I? I forgot I already had block. Should have put the weak on this dude, but it's too late now. And I could just up and kill the guy in front. But do I want to lose 3 block or 3 health? Probably not. Because I don't heal like the other dude in this one. I'm an idiot. If I had killed the guy in front, those are the dudes that eat each other when they die. Oh, I remember the Shiv build. That was crazy. I don't think I'm gonna go for it, though. Well, maybe I do. In a discard deck, card draw is gonna go crazy, though. Deal 9 damage, draw and discard 1 card. Okay. Dramatic entrance. Gotta kick down that door. Every 3 times you apply poison, deal 11 damage to all enemies. That is kind of insane in a poison build, but I'm not doing that. Blur could be good, but I think I'm just gonna go dagger throw here. And I can't afford to remove a card. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so let's draw cards. Not great, but not terrible. Let's throw a dagger. Again, not great, not horrible. I think here I want to just block. Actually, you have thorns. I can't discard you, so I can't use the sly. Let's do block and sly. And then kill the guy in the back. You know what? Let's apply a weak, because it's actually a net positive for me. I take 1 less damage this way, even with the thorns. Okay. 11 damage exhaust. So this is like dramatic entrance, except colored. And free. So it seems pretty decent. Alright. I mean, there's no reason not to just play this, no. One skill per turn. That is a shame. But that's enough of, I can also do that, and then I guess this just, like, why not? If I defend for 3 times, it's 15 defense. I take 1 damage. If I kill this guy in the front and defend for 1, I take 3 damage. So I think it's just best. Oh, right. Well, because I can't do the other option, due to only being allowed to play 1 skill per turn, I'm forced into that one. Now, lucky draw there. And you should die next turn. With luck, anyway. Very good. See, I'm not going for a Shiv deck. So I'm not going to take this. I am considering taking another backflip, because card draw is important. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Sharp 2 or Nimble 2? Let's go for Sharp 2 and do it on Flick Flack. Actually, let's do it on Echoing Slash, because that card is dealing damage to all enemies. And it can potentially be done multiple times. Let's take the map. Did that say Area 3? No, it's just in the next act. Okay. I could Smith here. Echoing Slash Plus might be the move. But so might Sly Plus. No, Sly Plus is worse. I think I take Echoing Slash Plus. And from here, which direction? I guess I go this way. Upgrade 2 random skills. Both the backflips. That is very lucky. I think I don't take this elite. But the next one I'm due. So I rest here, and then we'll see how this fight goes. And then I take the next elite if it goes well. If not, I can heal at the next place. Okay, so obviously do that. And this, because there's literally no downside. 10 block. I need to do 26 damage this turn. I don't think I have the ability to do that. So instead we block. But first we do that. Because I can. $16 damage. Can I do it this turn? Survey says no. I can, however, just attack. And apply weak. Well, I can't apply weak, but... Hello, Liam! How are you doing today? Are you doing good? I think I don't do this. And I take the elite. Just to see how it goes. Alright, so... You cannot lose more than 20 health a turn. That sucks. That is big and unfortunate. I am also doing good. It's good to hear. I guess I might as well just finish off the max of 20. We do this, I guess. And then another 8. I just hit for 6. Because then I don't take damage. Now I believe I have capped off the 20. But there's also no reason to block. So now I have. Okay. Just block here. Well, this sucks, but I'm gonna have to take damage unless you are good. And you are not good. Although that is like infinite, so that is interesting. There we go. I got whetstone. What was the upgrade that I got? Dagger throw and a strike. Interesting. 5 damage for each skill in hand. I do have a lot of skills. But I don't know if that's gonna stay that way. I guess I might as well keep it. Or I guess I might as well take it just to see how it works. Because this is the first time I'm running this guy, so... You only hit 2 times here out of all these cards. Maybe I don't have as many skills as I thought I did. Actually, this guy just killed. So that was an easy fight. Not going shivs. I could do this because I am doing a discard build, so I guess I'll do that. You will hit 3 times, so that'll be 15 damage. Might as well do this first. And I can do this to draw 2. However, I think dagger throw and then discard you. And here, well, I could do 15 more damage. I think the move is to block for 10 and just call it a turn. No need to get greedy. Why did I do that? I don't know, but I did, and it was not the right decision because you were not attacking. Here, I guess I backflip and just block. And then you are not attacking here. I have no skills though, so you do nothing. However, I can do that, and that should kill. Sly gain in energy. That is very good. And here, let's see. Sly gain 2 energy. That's probably right. That's probably what I want to do. But just to check, yeah. So if I discard that card from my hand, I get 2 extra energy. You are giving me time to set up, but I don't actually need it. So I think I should just wake you up. And then just do that. Let's make you weak because I have that ability. And then let us do let's do more card draw. Couple of slides. Let's draw an extra card here. Nothing to discard another card, which sucks because this is absolutely when I would use it. However, I have no other options. Might as well just block, right? I don't have any attacking cards. Here I can finally discard, and I'm discarding Tactician because that is simply better than playing Flick Flack. You're not attacking, so blocking is useless. However, let's backflip anyway because let's see what I draw. Could have been better, could have been worse though, so Here I am lower dexterity. So, Survivor here with the Sly. Now, I am weak, so that did almost nothing. But it's the thought that counts. You do 9, you do 10, so you're better. But I could also just block again. Nah, I'll steal damage. Only taking 4 health. Doesn't matter. Maybe I shouldn't be so reckless, but... you are not attacking. You gain 1 block each. I'd much rather just attack for 5. Now, I am taking a lot of damage here, but... this might actually be the end of the run. I don't have many things that actually deal damage anymore. Like Ricochet does nothing now. And now I'm even worse off. Most of my cards are gonna do nothing at this point. My only way to win would have been if the Ring revived through the fairy in the bottle resets statuses, but it doesn't. Which means I am just cooked. Let's just get it over with. And with that, it has been 2 hours, so that will be the stream. I hope you had a good one. I saw some new names. So after I unlock this epoch, I'll go ahead and call it. As I only see 1 viewer online at the moment, I'm not going to raid anyone, because raiding with 1 viewer is a bit weird. Yeah, hope you had a good one. The ancient trees are not all the same. Each individual tree is shaped by its surroundings. Some are stout and bushy, while others are gnarled and knotted. When fully mature, a manifestation of its immense power is born within, an ancient. Then I got some relics. This is a fun one. This is fun. And then there's also over here. His Majesty barely even looked anymore, and I swiped through planet profiles in his current constellation. I demand to visit a more exciting planet. The Regent slammed his fist onto the space console. Beep, beep, beep. Anonymous planet detected. And the Regent is now unlocked. Alright. Well, hope you had a good one, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.